Good evening, everybody. My name is Jeff Richard, and I will be your game master tonight. We are continuing with the White Bull campaign for the new RuneQuest role-playing in Glorantha. And I've got four of our five players here, and let's have them introduce themselves to you.
Hi, my name is Neil Robinson, and I am playing Nisk. Nisk is an Orlanth adventurous initiate who is known for his great oratory, skill with a sword, and ability to cause his opponents to fumble.
Hi, my name is Philip Glass. I play Colbrast. He's a wolf pirate who is at the moment on land, which is not the preferred state to be in, but you know, he pulled through.
Hi, my name is Claudia, and I'm playing Gina. Gina Ghost Friend. She is actually an Alder cultist, but with a very, very strong connection to Tycho attack. She is dancing on graves for the dead to calm them down.
Hi, my name is Linda. I'm playing Nkala. She's a Stormbull warrior turning shaman, hopefully. She's also very into the death aspect of life and has a little bit of love for Zoran as well. Thank you.
Okay, well, that's the only other person who has not introduced themselves is not here, and that's Rich August. And he is playing our badly wounded Humakt swordsman, Garon. Garon, if you guys remember, had his abdomen almost completely eviscerated by a Seven Mothers Rune Lord last session, when you all foolishly, some might say insanely, assaulted the main gate of the old gate on the walls of New Pavis. And due to an incredible number of fumbles on my side and some lucky rolls on yours, you all not only managed to survive, but managed to chase off the lunar soldiers, or kill many of them, long enough for you all to be able to scatter those golden seeds in the cracks and crevices of the walls, and then returned back to the camp with the badly wounded Humakti. And there you were given gifts and accolades by the warlord of your side, Argrath Whitebull, who I put in not only publicly commended you all and to every Khan and priest present spoke highly of your deeds, but he also gave you all gifts. So to Garin, who is probably more or less unconscious at this point, he presented him with a finely made broadsword. To Nisk, he presented a pot with 5-point magical woad. And Neil, do you know how woad works in this?
I do. It counts as both armor and spirit magic protection. However, you have to run around wearing no armor and no clothes when you do it. So he's going to save it for a hero quest.
That's a very good thing. To Colbrast, he gave you a belt buckle of a fat, grinning dwarf that serves as a heal 3 matrix.
Yeah, it's nice. It doesn't go with the rest of my clothes, but you know.
I think it gives you a certain awesome sword and sorcery look. It's a big giant belt buckle that just goes along with your overall wolf pirate ensemble.
That's perfect.
To Nkala, he gave a magic storage crystal that can hold up to 10 magic points, which is a very good thing. And finally, to Gina, he gave a gold necklace with a 2-point spirit magic spell. And due to my own laziness at this point, you can choose the 2-point spell. But I suggest you choose it. Once you've chosen it, that's what it is.
But I can choose it later.
You can choose it later. But basically, because you all first off, launched such an insane assault and succeeded. Argrath gave you the best gifts he had in order to show every one of his warriors the rewards of brave service. So you guys really hit the jackpot on this. And Argrath offers you one other honor. It's an honor to everybody except apparently Garen, who is in too bad of shape to do anything, and that is to guard him in his tent this evening as he performs meditations and magical rituals necessary for victory tomorrow. So the first question I have is, of course, what is your character's reaction to all of that?
Amazement, probably. But
Yeah. Well, considering, I have a incredibly high loyalty to Argrath. He is, the man I have followed for 7 years. I would say that this is a wonderful honor. I'm super excited, but I am kind of nervous. I'll be a little bored by the time it's the end of the night unless something neat happens.
Is Jaldan Goldentooth going to be there as well?
Jaldan Goldtooth will not be. Jaldan Goldentooth does not sleep. Jaldan Goldentooth does not have a tent. Jaldan Goldentooth pretty much stands present at the Waha Shrine when he is not there at Argrath's side. And wow, how exciting. We have, it looks like Rich can join us.
there are stirrings from the sick tent.
So who knows, perhaps his wounded Humakti is able to be a bodyguard here. So I'm assuming it sounds like everybody is willing to volunteer to serve as the guards of Argrath's tent.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
I can do some lullaby singing.
Pretty sure he shouldn't fall asleep while doing his magical stuff. But
Well, let me share a screen here, and I'm going to give you a schematic, a crudely done schematic of Argrath's tent. Can we all see this?
Yep.
All right, so in the bottom, this is a big, it's the sort of tent that you would associate with a Praxian Khan. So it's a big leather hide circular tent. And in the center, there's a hearth where they do all the cooking and whatnot. On the left side is the space that belongs to the owner of the tent. And so there's something called Argrath's platform. And all that is it's just an elevated area where with pillows or blankets or whatnot, where Argrath typically sits. To the sides of it are two braziers. Behind it are bedding. On the other side, and then on the north side of the tent, there is an altar to the storm god Orlanth, which is Argrath's personal deity. On the other side, that's the visitor side and the servant side of the tent. There is a descriptively called other platform, bedding, bags, storage, which are basically just big amphora. And Argrath is unusual in that there are not servants generally attending on him. That's either a byproduct of his high status, or it's a byproduct of the strange rituals that he does here. And Argrath will head over to his platform. He takes out some herbs, some plant material, and puts them into the brazier where they generate a strange pungent smelling smoke. And he tells you that he needs to meditate in order to assure victory tomorrow, and in
Did we lose the GM?
Yeah, they just froze, both of them.
And your characters are actually joined by Sir wasn't going to appear in this session. The Humakti, Garen Grimseeming, managed to get off his near deathbed, insisting that it is the function of the Humacht cult to serve as bodyguards and protectors, and insists on serving as one of the bodyguards this evening in Argrath's tent. But anyway, so Argrath takes a place on his platform and puts in that strange, pungent smelling herbs into the fires. And his only instructions to you all is that it is imperative that under no circumstances is he to be disturbed when he is in meditation.
Okay, do it again.
Other than that, he doesn't seem to have any formality as to where you decide to go in the tent or whatnot. He just plops himself down on the platform and sits down and begins chanting.
Okay, I want to do something. I will place some charms around him and do some dancing and singing so he will be protected from any ghost coming by.
Where are you physically going to be in this tent? I'm sorry, I don't possess we're not using any complex software, so I can't do anything nifty like put character positions on it, but I think we can all use a mental map.
Actually, I will do it around the tent.
Outside of the tent? Or inside the tent, dancing all the way around?
Inside the tent, but really on the edge, so the whole tent is protected.
Okay, keep in mind your only actual place you would be able to dance all the way around is that narrow pathway between Argrath's platform and his bedding, and then all the way around inside there. You can't get all the way to the walls. Unless you want to dance on his bed and on his chest and on the altar and on the stacks of bags.
Actually, no. I will dance a dance room between him and the bedding.
Okay. How about the rest of you? Where do you all plan? It's bodyguard service throughout the entire night.
Well, I'm a Humanity. I will take a position near, but respectfully far away from his platform, and adopt a proper martial stance, and keep a weather eye open to make sure nobody even thinks of approaching too closely.
I mean, the whole thing is I'm assuming that this is about 6 meters in diameter. Does that sound about the right size for this, for a nomad tent? Or is that
a war
too
leader's
small?
tent? That sounds good. That's pretty big. About
6 meters. So what do you consider a respectful distance?
About a meter.
Okay. Towards the tent opening or towards the storm altar?
Towards the opening.
Okay, I'm going to go next to Colbrast.
Yeah, I see two options. One would be outside the tent, in the sense, of not letting anyone inside, or by the altar, obviously.
You take your pick. I was thinking that given your character is a wolf pirate, I was figuring you were half tempted to try to figure out what he keeps in his chests. Given that you're a pirate and all. But
isn't he the boss of the wolf pirates at the moment?
He's your chief.
Yeah, so maybe looking at his chest is not the best idea. Not yet, anyway.
And he's Herrick's one of Herrick's closest allies. Who that also might be bad.
Yeah, that might be even worse. So I'll go outside.
Okay, so you're going to stand outside. How about our storm ball?
I was going to place myself between his platform and the altar.
Okay. It's about, since I've said it's 6 meters wide, it's about 3 meters between the platform and the altar. How far away from the platform are you going to be?
I'm going to be just about in the middle because that'll give my axe a good swing if something happens.
Okay. Finally, Nisk, the easily bored.
Nisk is instead going to be he's the rover. So he's going to be wandering. He'll be the one kind of wandering around. He'll stick on the guest side because he figures he's kind of like a guest, checking out the opening, going look at the altar, thinking things like that. If he gets really bored, he'll wander outside and do a loop and check to make sure Colbrast is okay. So he'll be the rover in this.
I mean, there is a lot of interesting stuff in this tent. Not surprising, given that this belongs to a warlord who has traveled around the world. There are exotic items that have been taken from distant lands. There's also a lot of scrolls in the area, which is an interesting question. Who actually can read?
I can read. Nisk can.
How well can you read?
I don't know. Let's see. Pretty good.
Hey, I can read.
No,
I recall you're
Thealen.
actually what? Thealen, how well can you read?
60.
Wow.
Yeah, not that good. I'm 25, so I can read basic stuff.
Okay, Nisk, I'll first give you your impression of it. There's a lot of papers with a lot of writing on it. They're long. They're longer than you like to read.
That definitely makes sense.
Gina, there is a tremendous amount of correspondence and papers that have been written by scribes to Argrath.
Yes, I read them.
Okay, you're going to sit and read. I thought you were going to dance.
Yes, I can dance and read. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a woman. I'm able to multitask. I'm dancing the death rune. It's in me.
Okay, well,
maybe I do not dance as fast and I do not read as fast, but I have the whole night.
So you dance a bit, take a pause, read a bit.
No, I do it like you do when you walk and read.
Oh, great. I can just see a brazier getting knocked over at this point.
Exactly. I want you to roll a half chance dance to see whether something awkward or embarrassing happens.
Half chance dance. Good that I'm having a dance of 90. Can I augment it with my death rune? Because I told you I'm dancing a death rune.
No, I'm not going to let you augment it with anything.
38. So yeah, is it a problem?
Okay, she manages to do the dance of the reading correspondence. So it's not the world's most graceful dance, but nothing embarrassing happens to it. But those of you all that are close to Argrass platform, I would like you to make a con times 3. In Kata, you are halfway between Argrass platform and the altar, so I'd like you to make a con times 2 roll. Whereas Rich, I would like you to make a con times 3 roll.
It's a
Okey-dokey.
beautiful fail.
No, I'm fine. I roll a 20.
So you succeeded.
Yes.
Okay,
I failed
you failed.
miserably.
Rich. So I mean, you see, as I mean, your head feels a little funny, as all this smoke is coming in here. And at a certain point, you don't know if it's maybe an hour or so into this, you begin to see shapes and colors, and feel increasingly unconnected with your body.
Yep.
I imagine that this is extremely unpleasant for me, given that my gauge is to never consume alcohol. So this is completely unusual. I've never really experienced anything like this.
And around Argrath, there are lots of colors, lots and lots and lots of colors, and things begin to move underneath him and around him.
Can I like stretch out my hand to them to see if they're real? See if I can touch them.
Okay. You stretch your hand out, and Kala and Gina and Nisk, you can notice that the Humakti seems a little disturbed and starts reaching out towards Argrath with his hand.
Okay, that's not good.
And Garen, he there, as you reach over, there is a sinuous purple shape that writhes itself around Argrath. And how high is your power?
18.
18. It begins to take the shape, at least as you see it, it's taking the shape of a purple scaled dragon. It is looking very menacing towards you. It's circled itself and coiled itself around where Argrath is, and it's hissing at you.
How does it seem towards Argrath?
Argrath is completely motionless. It's like it's coiled around a statue. By the way, it should be obvious that none of the rest of you all are seeing the Hazia-induced visions that is affecting Garen. Garen, describe what your character is doing.
I am there to protect Argrath, and if this dragon doesn't seem to be in any way attacking him, then I sort of bow my head deferentially.
All right. At this point, Garen, you bow your head respectfully. The dragon takes no action against you, but you're having trouble seeing the rest of the tent. Instead, you look around. You can see your friends, but it is like you are in the plains of Prax. And if you remember yesterday, this is storm season. It's storm season. There's lightning storms and whatnot. You can see the storms. You can see the flashes of lightning. You're having trouble seeing the tent, or even if there is a tent. And there are many colors and strangely strange entities gathered around here. Most of them don't come closer than 3 or 4 meters from where you are, but there's lots of them.
I will say my only purpose here is to guard my chieftain, the White Bull. As long as you do not approach him with malice, then I see no reason we cannot share this plane peacefully together.
Okay, what language do you say that in? Do you know how to speak to spirits?
I don't. I have a couple of spirit magic spells, but they are mainly combat.
So you're just going to say it in your normal language?
Yes.
And hope at that?
Yes.
So we can hear it?
No. You hear Garen. Now I want to flip the scenes here. Garen says, repeat exactly what you just said for the rest of your friends there.
I am here only to protect my chieftain, the White Bull, and as long as you do not approach it with malice, I see no reason we cannot occupy this plane peacefully together.
Garen, who the heck are you talking to?
Can I cast Second Sight?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna first let you respond, Garen, to Nisk's question, because of course you hear it. You can see Nisk.
Nisk's got his sword out now. He's like looking worried. Things are going to go bad.
Great Spirit, who has assumed the shape of my great friend Nisk, don't worry. As long as you do not attempt to impede my mighty chief in his vision quest, then I see no reason we must come to blows.
Are you threatening me?
I would also like to do Second Sight.
Of course not, Great Spirit.
Okay, please, who succeeds in casting Second Sight?
Success.
And Philip, it's
Yeah.
all perfectly fine for Colbrast.
Yeah,
All's fine
yeah.
outside the tent.
It's the rain has stopped, and there's a nice little wind, and you hear the chanting from the big army tents. So
Yeah, it's unlikely.
Nothing happening.
There's nothing much happening here.
No.
Okay. Ankala and Gina, this place is crawling with spirits. Crawling with spirits.
Senstia?
What? Well, one second. Let me at least first give you an idea of the spirits, and I'm going to read a description of the second sight spell. Keep in mind, you guys don't. Very few of you have many rune points left, so just keep that in mind. This spell allows a person to view the power aura of a living being and gauge its relative strength. The aura of all creatures within the spell's range glow, visible to the caster alone. If there are many creatures within range, it is difficult for the caster to determine the power of each. So the game master should tell the player whether the power auras of the viewed creatures are much lower than the power of the caster within 5 points, or much higher than the user's power. There are 3 spirits here, or 3 sources of power that are much higher than Gina's or Ankala's. One, not surprisingly, is Argrath. The other is a serpentine spirit that is coiled around Argrath, which is also much higher. And again, that means more than 5 points of power higher than yours. And there is another spirit in this tent that is also much higher than your power. Then there's a good dozen or so spirits in here that have powers within the range of yours or Gina's power.
Did my dancing keep them away?
Well, none of the, except for the three big spirits, none of them are within about 3 meters of Argrath, which is the range that you've been dancing. So what do you say?
Of course it did.
Okay, it was clearly your dancing that kept the rest of
Yes.
these dozen or score of spirits a safe distance away.
Of course.
So
Can I
yes.
sense chaos on these guys first?
Yes, but you don't get to roll that.
Nope. I have a 50%.
Yes, I will roll that for you
Yes.
because it is MGF, maximum game fun, for you
Yes.
not to know whether you actually succeeded or not.
Yeah.
And the way it works is if you fail, you detect nothing. If you succeed, if there is chaos present, you succeed on it. And if you fumble, I give you a false positive or a false negative.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your sense chaos?
50.
You don't sense chaos.
I want to do, I have spirit law.
Okay, spirit. All right.
I want to look at the spirits a little bit closer.
So you want to have an idea what these spirits are, and then I want to return to Garen and Nisk.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I have it only on 30. At least I have it. So let's see. Nope. I rolled an 86. So.
Okay. No clue. They're
No
spirits.
clue. There are spirits. Oh, God.
All right, Nisk. You and Garen. Garen seems very, very disoriented and confused.
Seems like it's pretty I normally expect that from other people. You know, Colbrass, for example, would be someone that would happen to all the time if he's had a bunch to drink. But apparently Garen is not who we think he is. Garen, what are you seeing? I've got to ask him. There's nothing here in the tent. And then can I get a whiff of the Hazia? Am I smart enough to think? Have you been smoking Hazia?
Well, there's those weird herbs that Argress was putting in the brazier. That was a lot of Hazia. That was enough Hazia that anybody that gets too close
Gotcha.
is getting a big lung fill, and Garen is the closest to Argrath.
All right, this is what I'm going to try and do, okay? I'm going to head round the tent and head towards a little on the side of Garen. If I can touch Garen, I think I'm going to use some Humoct, though who has done an oath bond to Orlanth. I, as Orlanth, tell you to back up here so you can guard better. So I'll try and get him out of the Hazia using his, as he refers to his more primal feelings of what it is to be a Humocti.
Hey, for you to pull that off, I would like you to roll either an orate or a devotion to Orlanth.
Let us go with, well, I'm really, really good at orate, but I think I'm going to try devotion to Orlanth because this is what I'm trying to mythically accent that. Can I try to, yeah, that's fine. I'll just do it straight. That is a 50, which is a success.
There is the great spirit in Nisk's form, Garen, is claiming to be Orlanth, and tells you that as Orlanth's bodyguard, you must come with him.
I immediately drop to my knee and offer my sword up in supplication. I will go where you have need of me. I will be there, as my God would.
But wait, Garen, I have a question for you. Did you already swear that you would guard Argrath? What would Humoct do?
That's a very good question. Well, it wouldn't be honourable to abandon my current post
And what is your honor?
100. And it certainly wouldn't be honorable not to fulfill my god's, divine purpose, which is to protect Orlanth. So,
oh my gosh, is your honor are you have conflicting demands on your honor?
Apparently so. Who would have thought that this was an outcome? So what I will do is I will station myself precisely equidistant between Argrath and the figure I believe to be Orlanth.
Okay, Nisk, now you can see how sort of successful your speech was.
Okay, that lets me, I'm just trying to get him back out from the main area. So he's like back towards the door, that's all. So I'm not leaving the tent, I kind of have a place to go now. So that he's just at least not getting as much wafting. I'm not sure if it'll help.
Okay, what I would like you to do, Garen, is roll a con ×2 check.
So that is 47, which I think is a fail. Yeah, it is. Yes, I have failed.
You're feeling less disassociated with your body. The spirits that were everywhere and crawling all over the place are
cliffhanger.
okay. Let's jump back to the fun after another technical difficulty. All right, so Garen, the things are a little bit more stable, and for Gina and Kala, keep in mind your spell only lasts 2 minutes, so very quickly it wears off. So about now, unless there was something that you all were going to do, but it should be pretty clear that Hazia, the cloud of Hazia around Argrath, is very potent. And does any character possess either spirit lore or plant lore?
I do have spirit lore that I haven't used yet.
Do you want to roll against your spirit lore?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a 22. That's a success.
Wow. And Kala, you know that Hazia is often used for shamanic rituals because it allows, when you breathe in enough of it, your spirit is able to leave your body and wander the spirit world under the influence of the Hazia. And to some extent, that may have been what was happening to Garen.
Yeah.
Of course, it raises a question of what Argrath is trying to do in his meditations.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys going to do? Huddle up close to the Hazia, or stay further away from it, or
I want to get into it. Really.
I want to stay away. I don't, I mean, my goal here is to be the guards. It's kind of challenging, but I realize I've managed to save Garen. Apparently it takes, each of us must save the Humaki to keep him on target.
Are they attacking him? Are the spirits attacking him?
They weren't before the spell wore off, and Garen seems to be more or less focused on things in this world.
Okay, and otherwise, how is it? What did Argrath say? No human being is supposed to come close?
What did he say was imperative?
Nobody disturb him.
Don't disturb him. So does this include spirits or not?
I think they're his spirits. That's the issue, is he's good on that side. We've got a, is it kind of like a fetch thing? We've got a shamanic person here. And Kala, how does this work? Is this what you would do to guard a shaman?
the fetch is usually guarding the shaman in the body, I think. I don't, honestly, I'm kind of in the beginning of my studies,
so in Kala,
yeah.
as your master, your teacher has taught you that when a shaman wanders the spirit world, his body is normally in meditation or motionless and guarded by a powerful spirit called the fetch.
Yeah. His other being, the whole, how he divides his soul when he becomes the shaman, and then that other part will guard him. It's something like that, isn't it?
That is exactly how it works. I don't know if that is analogous to what you saw, Garen. Does that ring any bells to you, or it sound totally not apropos?
I mean, I think I am a little ashamed of myself for being for my bodyguarding abilities being compromised. But I would say certainly it didn't look as though they were approaching him aggressively. I think it seems pretty close. I hope.
That's what he can tell you in Kala.
It seems the dragon is there was a big purple dragon wrapped around him. And there certainly didn't seem to be any resistance on the part of Argrath. And the dragon didn't seem to be attacking him in any way, and none of the other spirits did.
So that's his fetch then, most likely.
Could be.
Yeah.
He would have a fetch that awesome. Out of character. If Argrath is going to have a fetch, it would be a massive purple dragon.
Oh yeah. I still think one of my ideas of actually becoming a shaman is to be fighting spirits, chaos spirits and such. So I'm thinking I could do a good job of maybe being a guard against the other disturbing spirits if I.
Oh, don't worry. My dancing is doing that.
No.
They keep the others away. They did so far, and I will dance on.
Yeah, I'll go closer to the house, yeah.
You're not trusting me?
Oh, I just want to experience things for myself.
She's not trusting me.
No.
All right, so my ruling on this is, in Kala, you're close enough to the Hazia that you are partially discorporated, which is fantastic because normally you have to be a shaman to discorporate.
Yeah.
And so you're actually gaining a shamanic experience. There are loads of spirits around here. I'm going to let you roll against your spirit lord. I have a clue of what's going on here. If you fail, then you have to just rely on what I already told Rich.
I think that might be important enough for me to roll it in here.
However you want to roll it, we trust you.
Oh, don't speak too soon.
I don't.
Oh yeah, that's a good success.
What did you roll?
10 out of 30.
Okay. There is nearby, around Argrath, there is a very, very powerful draconic or serpentine spirit. And this spirit is, as you see, it is clearly very aggressive towards anyone who gets near Argrath. There is a huge spirit nearby, a huge eagle or eagle-like thing with carrying thunderbolts and lightning in its claws. And you are a Praxian, you recognize that the Thunderbird is nearby, one of the three terrible feathered rivals, very powerful spirits of Prax. And the president of all these spirits here have gathered dozens of curious spirits here. Spider spirits, loads and loads of spider spirits. There's spirits of the spirits from the local shamans as well. There are spirits from the landscape. There are weird little spirits crawling around in the stones. Every spirit around here seems to be wanting to get a glimpse of what's going on here. And it's very overwhelming for you. What is your best spirit-related skill? It's going to be one of your skills in your magic section.
Yeah.
It could be spirit combat, but
Yes,
that means your way of dealing with all these spirits is to be very aggressive and violent. You might have a worse skill that might be less confrontational towards all these spirits.
I do have the spirit dance as 40 because I think spirit travel won't really help me here. It's the second highest from battle. So spirit dance, and I have spirit speech as 35. Yeah. So
Well,
that's
how would you like to try to deal with this overwhelming number of spirits?
Spirit dance is mostly to make spirits non-hostile. I'm thinking that might actually not be a bad thing.
It sounds like it would be very appropriate.
So
now you could, in theory, this is important enough for you. You could, in theory, try to augment this.
Oh yes, I forget about augmentation.
That's right, because we're not playing RQ3. We're playing RQG.
Yeah. And this is loyalty to White Bull. Certainly loyalty to White Bull. I will be augmenting it with my 60% loyalty to White Bull. And that is a success. A regular success.
So would you add 20 to your spirit dance?
Nice. Okay. That's also a, 60%. That's not bad at all. And that's a 10.
Oof.
Nice.
And you have a 60%?
Yeah.
That is a special success.
Yes.
You would be able to approach the big spirits.
Oh.
If you dare.
Oh.
Now keep in mind, there are spirits here that could crush you like a bug.
I know that, but I'm not hostile though.
No, your spirit, you're dancing your way. I mean, come on, you're doing your spirit dance here. Come on, do your hippie spirit dance.
Yeah, I'm doing it, but I'm not on camera, certainly. There are limits to what I will do. Okay. I'm just trying to read. Okay, special critical success means the shaman avoids the enemy spirit, can stay in the spirit world for more exploration if desired. Okay. So what I can do is actually
you can explore around here and without upsetting or offending any of these spirits.
And by doing so, I will also be able to see if anyone are acting hostile towards Argrath. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I'll dance around here and observe.
Not in my circles.
But I'm part of this corporate.
Still.
Flush through.
Not in my death rune.
Okay. I'll stay away from her path and I'll do the entire rest of the room. Tent.
All right. So
possessive.
She is possessive.
No, I'm not. I do not trust you.
So there is the Thunderbird, and you can see there is the spirit of Argrath, and he's talking with the Thunderbird. Well, meanwhile, there is the purple dragon that is glaring and getting it's very aggressive towards any spirit that comes nearby. Very, very aggressive. And there are there are just loads of spirits. Some are curious towards you and are willing to interact and communicate with you. And meanwhile, it seems that Argrath is asking questions of the Thunderbird, but not in spirit speech.
What language?
How well do you speak Sardarite?
Probably not so good. I haven't really written any language on my list. So
I believe your languages are Praxian, Trade Talk, and Spirit Speech, correct?
Yeah, I would assume that as well. So Sardarite is not my thing.
They are having, given that you made a special success in your spirit dance, the Thunderbird is an air spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And Argrath is speaking to it in storm speech.
Okay.
Which is the language of the air spirits.
Mm.
And your spirit speech is good enough that you're aware that they are talking in storm speech, but it's not good enough to understand what it is, other than it sounds like a series of questions towards this. Whereas the dragon is speaking in storm speech, but most of what it says is, we should kill them all now. Kill them all now. Drench it all in blood. Kill them all. Kill them all. Waken the dragon and drench the dry land in blood. And that's what it says. All the other spirits stay away from the purple dragon.
Yeah, I'm kind of backing a bit off on that one as well.
And it's happy speech of, and it probably sounds something more like, you should drench it all in blood. Awaken the dragon. Awaken the dragon. They will all die. We will destroy everything. And that seems to be its mantra.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Seas of blood. Drown them all in blood.
Oh, so Argrath has that whispering into his brain 24/7. That's going to be interesting. Okay.
And anyways, I want to switch gears here, unless there's something specific you want to do.
No, I'm just listening. Yeah.
With the rest of you guys, Colbrast, I would like to know either your listen or your search skill.
Listen is 50.
And how good is your search or scan?
Scan is 40, search is 30.
My question for Nisk is, what is your search?
My search is 40, and my listen is also 40, and my scan is 55. I was planning, by the way, assuming Garen is fine, was to wander around, check on him, not to scout, but to check on the other guy.
Okay, Nisk, you notice that the tent flap is opened.
All right, I will nudge Garen and point at the tent thing and move towards that. I'm closer there anyway because I had to move.
Garen, what are you going to do?
I'm going to basically follow Nisk. I'm still not entirely convinced he's not Orlanth.
As you should be. And after all, the storm voice of Orlanth.
All right, so you guys are going over towards the tent flap?
Yes, I will, and I'm going to probably call out the name of Colbrast. Colbrast.
Okay, you call out Colbrast's name. Claudia, how good is your scan?
My scan is 35.
Okay, and Linda,
Yeah.
how good is your scan?
Oh, scan. Do I need that as well? 35.
All right, let me tell you, Linda,
Hmm.
let me first give you, we're dealing with, as has been often in this scenario, although you guys are all in the same place, many of you all see different things.
Hmm.
Linda, you see 4 people have entered, four new humans. I mean, you've been able to see the other members of your group. 4 people clothed and surrounded in black have entered into this area. There are 4. Do you have a statement of intent? 1, 2,
Oh.
3. Do you do anything or just watch?
Can I speak up? Do people hear me, or am I that discorporate that?
You don't know.
Oh,
You
well,
tell me. What do you do?
I will. There are 4 people here. Who are they?
Okay, guys. Inkala says, and Inkala is as high as a kite because she's been right near having the Hazia come in. Inkala says, there are 4 people in here, guys. There are 4 people. Who are they? At this point, 4 people briefly appear in the tent. They are each casting a rune spell.
Ooh.
I throw myself to the ground.
Do you have a statement of intent, Neil? Just go Neil, Colbrast, and Garen. We've heard Claudia. She's throwing herself to the ground.
Nisk, I think, assuming I have that as a common spell, I'm going to try and stop one of these guys. I'm going to counter magic. What is it? What's the dispel one at the rune level one?
Dismiss magic.
There is dismiss magic. How many magic points do you have left?
Magic points? How long?
Sorry, rune points.
I have 1. So it's the same level, right? Depending what they're trying to do.
Are you going to try to boost that with any magic points or not?
Yeah, I will boost it with 7. Wow, it's fine. Boosting is just to get for dismiss magic. The boosting doesn't help the ability to get over the level.
It doesn't help at all. It doesn't help at all.
Then I won't use any.
Okay, so you're just going to cast 1 point of dismiss magic.
I think so. I think it's something to do here, and I'll call for people to come in.
Okay. How about you, Garen?
I immediately draw my sword and bellow something along the lines of, reveal yourselves, cowards, and let Humax judge whether you are worthy to step foot in this tent.
Okay. Colbrast?
Well, I assume I have noticed by now that, the tent flap is open.
Well, people called
yeah,
to you.
Hear what's going on inside, so I run inside with my javelin.
There are 4 black cowled figures with short swords. And the short swords seem to be made out of a red stone.
Okay. Well, I'll get one with a javelin first.
Okay. They are all going to get to do their thing even before your javelin.
Okay.
So there are 5 of you. And to determine who gets hit with what, I want people to make luck rolls.
Luck, power times 5 or?
Power times 5.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Not very good.
Okay, what did you get, Neil?
I got an 81. That is a success, but barely.
Okay. Did anybody fail?
Nope.
Nope.
Did anybody get a special success?
Yeah, I think I did.
Garen, you were ignored by them.
tap.
So I'm just going to go right into this. They scream. There are 4 of these cowled figures. They scream for Black Fang, and they cast a rune spell called Shatter on first on Nisk, then on Inkala, then on Colbrast, and then on Gina. So let's just go down to see what happens there. Let's start with the one against Nisk.
Yep.
And he succeeds casting the spell. What is your power?
17.
17 power. So they've got a 45% chance of overcoming.
Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could hear you.
Are you back?
Went quiet.
Okay.
Jeff, we cannot hear you.
You hear me now?
Yep,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Yep.
We can see the rolls happening.
It's still lost again. Can't hear you.
We can hear you when you said, "Can you hear me now?" that once, but that's it.
Okay.
Jeff, we cannot hear you.
Am I coming in?
Now you
Yeah.
are.
And welcome back after more technical difficulties. If I recall, I was rolling to see if the Black Fang assassin overcame Inkala's power. What is your power, Inkala?
17. But I also wonder, how long is this since we stormed the wall?
That night.
Hours. Okay. So I do have a counter magic 2 active from my amulet.
Did you? Well, it only lasts 2 minutes
Oh,
when
no,
you cast a spell.
24 hours. He's got the item.
It's the item. It was
Ah.
24 hours after, yeah.
Okay, that's good, because that means that the shatter, which did succeed, doesn't overcome your counter magic.
Nope.
It's a very good thing. Colbrast,
Yeah, 11.
you have an 11 power.
Yeah.
Okay, Colbrast, you're gonna hate this. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
roll
know.
this. How many hit points do you have, Colbrast?
Just a second. That would be. Did we get any back from the battle yet, or?
Yes, you would have gotten healed.
Okay, so that's 12.
Okay, so Colbrast, just to fill you with happiness and joy,
Yeah.
this is how much damage it does to you. Ten points of damage through all armor.
Okay, that's not good.
Wow.
Yeah, I basically fall to the ground and stay there, I guess.
To your, oops. To your left arm. It blasts your left arm for 10 points of damage.
Mhm.
Okay, how many points do you normally have in your left arm?
That's a good question. How many points do I have in my left arm?
How many hit points do you have?
12.
You probably have 4.
You have 3 points
Ooh.
in your left arm. Your left arm is absolutely blasted and shriveled.
Okay.
You scream in pain and collapse onto the floor.
Yeah.
You are in. You're not dead. You're at 2 hit points. Actually, you're at better than that. You're at 6. You actually are only down 6 hit points.
Why is that?
Because your arm, you can only lose so many
Okay.
general hit points from
So
your
what
arm.
you're saying, I still have 6 hit points left, and
You
I
still
have
have 6, but you have taken more than triple the hit points location. And that means that it is maimed.
Okay.
Your left arm is maimed.
Yeah. Well, I use my right arm to throw the javelin, so that's, I can get by.
Well, the other bit is you are functionally incapacitated because, well, your arm has been pretty much severed.
Oh, wow. That must be the worst night of guarding ever. Standing outside the tent, bedrizzled by the rain, running into the tent and having my left arm blasted off. Horrible.
It's not RuneQuest if somebody doesn't lose a limb.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're in bad shape here, Colbrest. Finally, Claudia, what is your power?
I have a power of 17, but I want to remind you that I have spirit combat.
That's not going to help with this.
Ah!
Nonetheless, he fails to overcome your power. The only person that says they were attacking was Garen and Colbrest, but Colbrest has collapsed to the ground, without a left arm.
Okay, they're attacking actually the fighter guys.
They are, this was their big attack. Only one of you could attack them this round because I believe Garen was the only one who says, I attack. Correct?
Yeah, I was casting a spell at them.
Okay.
Yep.
I will let a spell be cast. Neil, what spell are you going to cast?
Well, we talked about it already. It was I was going to try and do the dismiss magic.
Okay, please roll.
Okay, that is a wonderful 86. I'm rolling high today, but that's a success.
Okay, so you cast a spell. I will cross something off.
Yep.
Hey, Garen.
Just a question. Incapacitated, does that mean I cannot talk or anything?
I would let you talk if you can make a con times 5 roll. A heroic effort.
Okay. That's 60.
Now, Jeff,
41.
Jeff, you did say if we weren't in combat, we could do 2 actions, typically cast a rune spell and do something else.
Yes.
So I will do that, something else, but after the fight, I think, goes on, timing-wise.
Garen?
I am going to immediately make a whirling attack with my sword on the nearest assassin.
Okay. I'm just going to say that is Senior Initiate number 3. That's their exciting name as far as this goes.
That sounds vaguely dangerous. But...
All right. Would you please tell me how good your attack is?
Well, my broadsword, which I'm attacking with, is at 100, and I just rolled a 41.
Okay. The assassin dodges your attack and disappears. All 4 of them disappear at the end of the round.
So disappear or move away?
No, disappear.
Second sight.
I then interpose myself and
Okay,
get
so it's
as close to Argrath as possible and keep my sword drawn.
right. So that's my this is a new round.
I
We've
didn't
got your
get a chance
statement
to
of-
cast my second spell.
At what?
Well, you said they disappeared at the end of the round. I could do 2 things in a round. That's all.
Okay, tell me your second spell.
I was going to try and demoralize.
Okay, I'll let you do that.
4 points of POW. And that succeeds with a 64. And then POW versus
You mean
POW.
Sorry, you're putting 4 magic points into it?
4 magic points, yeah, into it, not POW.
Okay, which one are you going for? 1, 2,
the
3, or
the
4?
same one I got before. Whichever one you decided that was.
Okay, number 1. What is your power?
Power is 17.
Okay.
And I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I mean, I may not see anything, but it means he won't attack, hopefully. Or something.
Okay, he also disappeared at the end of the round.
Yep.
Okay, new round. Statement of intent. Garen, you're going to try to interpose yourself as close to Argrath as possible?
Yep.
Claudia, you're going to cast Second Sight?
Yes.
Linda?
And sorry, I can do 2 things. I can do second sight, and I could also do grapple or something like that, or my dagger, or.
Okay.
My question is, do I still see them?
You
Or
still
did I-
see all 4.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just can you do actually a spell and attack, or is it only one thing?
You can do a spell and attack.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna just do a protection 2 on myself and attack.
Okay. And Nisk?
Nisk is going to move up and interpose between him and Argrath and swing his sword wildly at that place in the middle, because there's probably something there.
Nothing
Okay.
bad can happen.
Hmm?
Nothing bad can happen with it.
Like a
Colin
fumble.
swinging his sword wildly around him.
Well, it's not like
Of course,
But
Linda,
I can
the other
see-
thing you're hearing is now the purple dragon is saying, awaken it now, kill them all, drench it all in blood. The dragon must be awakened. Must be awakened.
Crazy talk. It's all crazy talk.
So
Actually, I managed my con ×5 roll.
So what do you want to say?
Well, first, with the one arm that's still intact, I sort of fumble in my clothes and take out a little, little bronze horn.
Don't you have a heal too?
I have a heal 3, but, all in good time. I'm not sure I can heal the arm back on, to be honest.
Not with that attitude.
Well, I haven't used this yet, the grinning dwarf thing. I mean, it's all in good time. No, this is much better. I think, obviously these guys are very dangerous, and my 4 companions will probably get killed, so we need some reinforcements. And the only one I can think of is Harrick in the camp?
Eric is not in the camp.
Where is he?
Back in the Holy Country.
So that would be quite a far distance to travel.
But, if you really screw everything up and this all goes to hell, Herrick could eventually show up some weeks from now and start killing everyone.
Yeah, that wasn't the plan.
If you had Rurik Rootspear as your buddy, that would have worked, because he's around.
Yeah, I was hoping he was somewhere close, but okay, in that case.
Unfortunately, he's not
that
close
will
by.
totally not work in that case. Okay.
It's an excellent idea, though, Philip. It's an excellent idea. I'm just saying that if you guys fail horribly, Herrick could come and avenge you all. No?
No.
I mean, I'd watch that adventure.
So what are you going to say, Philip?
Well, in that case, if it takes weeks, it won't really help us a lot, so I won't say anything.
So you made a heroic effort and then just decided to be quiet.
Well, I just realized that my plan wouldn't work the way I'd hoped it would. So, you know, it must be the missing arm that has my head sort of slightly whirling. I might remember that I have this dwarven buckle belt thing at one point, but not yet.
Okay. All right. So let's jump. The only one who can see them and attack normally is Linda. Linda, what strike rank do you attack at?
Let's see. That's my axe at a 2 plus 2 plus 2. 6, it seems.
Okay.
That's a size strike rank, dex strike rank, and weapon strike rank added up, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So you attack at the exact moment that they appear to attack Nisk and Gina and Garen. So I'm gonna roll first. Let you roll first because this is gonna surprise the heck out of them.
Nice.
Are you attacking number 2, number 3, or number 4?
Number 3.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah. Do I get any bonuses for the surprise?
I'll give you a plus 20 because they really are not expecting anybody to be aware that they are visible to you.
Gonna be nice. I did manage to cast my protection before.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that is a normal success. A roll damage. Where's my d20? Okay. 6. That's a 10 in location 6.
Okay, so 10 points of damage to the left leg. Okay, less damage gets done than you would have expected.
Yeah. That's bad.
It's like you strike against them, and even though they're wearing only cured leather armor, it's as if they are wearing a bronze plate.
Okay.
All right, Linda attacks one of them. They appear, and Senior Initiate 2 and Senior Initiate 4 are going to try to push through Nisk and Colbrast to get past Argrath, but they've got to get through one of you guys first. So first, Nisk, I'm going to give them a bonus because they're attacking from invisibility.
Okay.
But I'll let you parry their skill. How good are you?
Normally, I am at 100.
For
parrying.
Okay, subtract 20.
Okay. 73. Good thing it wasn't minus 30.
So you parried.
Yeah.
This is good because they impaled.
Okay, that's not good.
So 16 plus. He does 18 points of damage. How much gets through your shield?
Shield is 12.
Okay, so 6 points through.
Location. Clear, I need
Your
a better
head.
shield. Okay. Obviously, I have a super hard head. I take 1 point of damage.
Ouch. Okay, and I also now want to turn to Grim. And then Claudia, you have to say, you can now see all of them.
Good.
Even when they're invisible. So you can decide if you're gonna grapple one, you can
Yes,
tell me
I
which
do.
one.
No, actually, I can grapple or I can use my dagger. I think I use my dagger to slit his throat or so.
You will actually attack before Nisk or Garen does. So I'll let you pick one of the 3. Okay. How good is your parry, Garen?
So my it's 100.
Okay, it is 80. Please roll to succeed if you got through, if you parried.
I have got 80 exactly. So yes, just.
Okay. Okay, so you can't get through your shield. A last thing that he tries to. Okay, so Claudia.
Yep.
That is their finally senior initiate number 3. This is the one Inkala attacked. He's going to attack you, Inkala.
Yeah. Fine.
But he gets no bonus.
That's the battle here? Can I actually parry this?
Do you have
With
you can
two-handed
parry
axe?
with your, yes, you can parry with your axe.
Yep. I'm not very good at it though. Regular success parry.
Okay. I believe your axe has 12 armor points.
Okay, I've written down 10, but
Okay, then it has 10.
yeah, the armor point and hit points is the same thing on weapons,
Same
right?
thing.
Yeah,
And
says
it
10.
does not get through it.
No.
He rolled terribly for damage, so you parried the full amount.
Mm.
All right, so you've got 3 of these initiates.
Can I grapple or do?
Yes, you can go for one. Which one are you
Okay.
going for, Claudia?
I have a question. Is actually the modifier in the skill or not?
Yes.
Okay, so actually I'm using my dagger and slit his throat if I can.
Okay.
So the closest one.
Okay.
Yes! Yes! I have a 55 and I rolled a 54.
All right, you do 1d4 plus 2 plus nothing because you have no damage bonus, I believe.
Why? It's something. And they're surprised. So I need my dice. 1d4?
Yes.
1d4 plus 10?
2. Nice
5.
try, though, Claudia. 5 points. Normally, that would be pretty impressive, but with the amount of magical defense that this guy has, you do no damage. Nonetheless, you succeeded, which is awesome. Let's go for Garen and then Nisk.
So I'm going to attack the one who struck at me and failed to do a single point of damage. And I'm going to basically try and gut him, I think.
Okay.
So against 100, 31. So yeah, I definitely strike true.
Okay, he's going to try and dodge you and succeeds.
Okay.
So that's it. He dodges out of the way. Damn these lightly armored assassins. He moves by you.
It's very dishonorable.
Come on, he's attacking while invisible. What could be more dishonorable than that? But the one thing that's important is you are in melee with him. He does not turn invisible at the end of the round.
Woohoo!
Go to you, Nisk.
Okay, Nisk will attempt to slash this guy. So I can see him right now. He's visible.
You can see him right now.
Alrighty. I'm going to be inspired by Argrath, or attempt to, now that I can see the guy.
Okay.
I'll call out Argrath's name here because I'm protecting him. I roll a 0-7. So that is a special on my...
That adds 30 to your attack.
All right, so I'm at 120.
That means his dodge is down 20 points.
Okay, and I do a 24, which is a special again. Get your heart out.
No, it is not a special because you have a 100.
Oh, gotcha. So it's not a special. Sorry.
But I failed my dodge.
All right. See if their plate is equivalent. I roll a 4 and a 7 plus 1 is 12 points of damage.
Ouch. To
I don't have
senior
my-
initiate number 2. 12
And I
points
hit him
damage
in
to
the
where?
1, which is the leg.
The right leg. Right leg is at 0 HP. So she falls to 1 leg. Okay, it is a new round. All 3 are visible. Claudia is engaged in combat with senior initiate, the same one that Inkala is fighting.
Okay.
And Nisk is on senior initiate 2, and Garen is on senior initiate 4. So tell me what you guys are wanting to do, and then I'll tell you what their plan is.
Sorry, you go first.
I'd like to yell out, where is the 4th one? Because we've only seen 3 and we know there's 4. And Kala, can you track it, please? Because we know she's the one who can see them. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to basically hit them while they're down, I think, is take out the assassin before moving on to the next one.
I can
Okay.
see. Okay, how many can I see?
1 has fled the tent. There are 3 currently in the tent.
Okay, 1 has fled the tent.
And Kala, what are you going to do?
I want to axe someone, as the 4th one is obviously left. But I don't want to hit the one on Gina because she's grappling, so that's a bit risky.
No, she's a dagger.
Dagger. Okay. Oh, then I'll hit him.
Okay. And Garen?
Can I use sword trance on myself and make an attack this turn?
Well, the problem that you have to do is you've got to add all those magic points to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
And that adds out your attack. So if you, for instance, if you cast sword trance and stacked it with 3 magic points, you could, but not anymore.
I think I will do that. I will focus my senses along the edge of my sword and invest 3 magic points into it, and then attempt to prevent this extremely agile fighter from dodging.
Okay, so I'm going to go, I want to do this in strike rank because they're changing what their attack is. They're attacking Argrath because you guys are clustered right around Argrath. They're trying to get past you to stab at Argrath.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with you, Nisk. What strike rank does anybody have a strike rank better than 6?
No.
Nisk has a strike rank of 6.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay. They are trying to attack Argrath. Are you going to try to parry their attack against Argrath, or are you going to let them attack straight through?
I will parry that attack and attack with my sword, so I have a shield for.
Okay, so we'll start with senior initiate number 2, and she is attacking at Argrath at the same time. At the same time you're attacking her.
Okay, she's the one without a leg.
She is the one without a leg, which means she is at half chance.
Okay, good.
A hopping assassin.
Must really suck her dodge.
And she failed.
Okay. I would have barely succeeded on my day. Okay, so I attack her.
She is going to try to parry with a left-handed dagger.
Okay, I roll a 17.
She succeeded, but you got a special success, so roll special damage.
All right. That is not exciting yet. 6 and 8. That's 14 points.
Okay, 14 points. So nothing gets through, but her dagger is damaged.
Okay.
And she fails to hit Argrath. Senior Initiate number 3. This is the one that Ankala and Gina are trying to attack. They are attacking. She's attacking he is attacking Argrath. Is anyone going to try to parry that attack?
Yeah, but if I do that, can I attack him later in the round?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll parry it. Yeah.
Let's hope you succeed.
Oh, it's a difficult success, but nothing more.
You
27.
succeeded?
27
Okay.
on the 60. Yeah.
How good is your shield? 12 points?
10 points. 10-point axe.
How much? Okay. So let me see something. 5, 6. Okay, so it's 11.
Back in second.
We should do Colbrath's turn too, right? I think we missed him.
Colbrast, he's
I
on
have
the
a
ground.
5 normally, but I don't think I can actually do anything yet.
He's incapacitated, missing a left arm.
Yeah.
He's going, I could say something to Herrick.
I think I'll just, I don't know, watch a bit.
You could try to heal yourself.
That's a good point. How do I use this grinning dwarf belt buckle of mine?
You could heal 3 points each time you cast a spell. You could cast it twice. You just knock off 3 magic points each time you use it.
Okay, fair enough. So I just write down, is it automatic or?
Not write down, just knock off magic points. You have a magic points equivalent to your power.
Yeah.
And when you are fully healed, you are back in the fro. Your only problem is you still have
Only one arm.
You only have one arm.
So I lose 6 magic points and gain 6 hit points.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. And I believe that'll put you back in full commission, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
and I have a strike rank of 5.
yeah, so next round you attack very quick.
Yeah.
Ankala, Argrath is struck by Senior Initiate number 3, and a small amount of blood is drawn.
I thought she didn't parry?
She parried, it got through.
Oh.
I rolled very good for damage. Let's go for Claudia.
Yes, I have a question. What does extinguish do?
It would put out any fire.
Do I have any cool spirit magic spell?
Not really. It's spirit magic. Spirit magic is generally kind of prosaic.
And these people are people or are these ghosts?
They're people. Although pretty quickly, I think a few will be ghosts.
Well, hopefully. Then you can find out who they are and where they're coming from.
Yes, I enslave the ghosts. I hide.
You hide.
Yeah, the point is, my dagger is not doing any damage. Grappling will also not do anything. So I can actually use the claws and put the sweat from Agra's head or something like that.
Okay, let's go on to Karen.
Having seen them draw Argrath's blood, given that I am his bodyguard, this is likely to send me into some kind of rage. Can I use that to inspire my attack?
You can try to roll against honor. You have been totally dishonored.
Yeah. And I've got 100 in honor. 51.
Okay, so not only do you add 30 for your sword trance, but you add another 20 for your passion. That means that you are still at 100, because that's as good as you could be in a combat. but they are down 50 from their defenses.
Right, and then I'm going to attempt to remove a limb, minimum.
Please go for it.
Yeah, 78. Not bad, not great.
I failed.
Take it.
Excellent. So, damage time at last. It's a D8 plus a D4. If I can find my dice properly. So that is a 8 in total.
8 points of damage, so 1 point gets through. Not
See?
very impressive.
See, it's not worth it.
Okay, new round, guys.
Oh, did I get an attack as well?
Oh yes, you
I
get
only
attack.
parry,
I
yeah.
apologize. I apologize.
But it's starting to dawn on me. Isn't there something about the Black Fang and Lunars?
The Black Fang. Well, we can talk about what the Black Fangs are. Black Fang are, but you've heard of the Black Fang before.
Yeah, yeah. They're rubble people, amongst
They're
other
rubble
things.
people.
Yeah, but are they bought by the Lunars in this, or I just no? Okay, no, I'm not gonna inspire Lunar. Yes, I'll attack. That's a regular success.
Okay.
Yeah. 11 in
11 points of damage to where?
18. That's an arm, but I don't remember left or right arm.
11. So that's 4 points get through.
Nice.
And it's enough to cause him to drop his dagger. Now I believe it is a new round and everybody is engaged.
Is there anybody dead?
Not yet.
Oh.
So excited, Gina.
All right. So what's your statements of intent? Nisk?
Same thing as last time. Gotta think of-
Inkala?
Same thing.
Kobrast?
Yeah, I'll lunge at one with my broadsword.
Gina?
I dance.
You dance? And Garen?
I'm going to continue until I've killed this one.
Okay. Does anybody act before strike rank 6?
Yeah, I have 5.
So does Argrath, who is awakened.
Oh shit, we failed.
We
Yep.
failed.
All right. Which one are you attacking? 2, 3, or 4?
Just the one closest to me with his back the most towards me.
I'll let you pick which one that is.
That would probably be number 2.
Okay. She is not going to parry you because she's not aware. She's fighting Nisk.
Yeah, so brilliant plan. And I inspire myself by my loyalty to the wolf pirates because Argrath is the chief of the wolf pirates. Is that okay?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, so I'm inspired, normal success.
Okay. Add 20.
Yeah, so that's 95. And I have 32.
Okay. That's a good solid hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah, that's 1d8 plus 1. That's 6, 7. And do I add anything?
It's 1d8 plus 1.
Plus
sorry,
damage,
1d6
sorry.
plus. That's your damage modifier.
Okay, that's 1d4. I'll just roll that over here. Sorry. Roll 1. 4.
Oh, ouch.
So that's 11.
All right. To what location?
That's oh, I think that's the left arm.
Which is just enough to cause her to drop her parrying dagger.
Ah, but the arm isn't severed or anything.
No, it's just
Pity.
at 0 hit points.
That would have been poetic justice.
It would have been poetic justice. At strike rank 5, Argrath shocks the heck out of the senior initiate number 3 and grabs him. So let me just roll for damage. So that is 13 points of damage. Sorry, 46.
Just from grabbing him.
Yep.
Let's hope he's not really angry at us.
That's the reason why I'm dancing.
19 points. 19 points of damage. To senior initiate, that's the left leg, which has already taken 3 points of damage. 12. Oh, that is actually breaks and maims the left leg. Breaks and maims it, and Argrath stands up and is going for his blue sword, Ormfang. And Linda and Claudia, he's glowing purple.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, this is perfect.
Is this the time?
He's purple. He's purple.
Is this the time to sort of back off?
I dance away.
Okay, so let's go for Nisk and Garen and Inkala.
So Nisk's facing one that has a bum arm and a bum leg now, right?
Correct.
Argrath's taking one out, right?
Argrath is taking yours out, Inkala.
So I'm going to take this one out, having been helped by Colbrast earlier. I think I should be able to finish it. Can't really dodge it. I can't parry. So that's a 0-2, so that's a crit.
Oof.
Probably not the most useful in times. That's 8, 9, 10.
And did you see what I got for a parry? Oh, I can't parry.
No, 16. That's to the 14. That's 16 points. To the other arm, with the arm with a dagger on it.
That kills her.
Yes.
Yes.
Great work, Colbrast.
In Kala, there is only senior initiate 4 left.
I'll strike. I fail.
Okay, Garen, there is still a senior initiate 4.
I will attempt to show off in front of Argrath. 51, so that's a hit.
And, okay. You know, you haven't even damaged her.
I've done 1 point. I did 1 point last round.
Oh, you did 1 point. Yes, that's right.
Has she parried this?
No.
No. So I'm rolling damage.
Yes, you are rolling damage.
Excellent. Let's hope I roll better than last time. I do. That is a 10.
Okay. After this round, senior initiate 2 is dead. Senior initiate 3 is maimed. Senior initiate 4 is surrendering. She is offering to surrender. Garen, you are engaged in a fight with her. I'm going to let you decide what you do.
Does she... It's like a comprehensive surrender. She throws down her weapons.
She throws down her weapons and lays down.
then I accept her surrender. It would not be honourable to do anything else.
How about the rest of you guys?
No.
Can I summon a dead now?
You want to summon the? Do you want to summon her now, or do you want to wait until you have maybe a chance to question her, or what do you want to do?
Well, don't I have a chance to question her now?
Well, it is kind of busy.
Oh, okay, I summon her later.
You can summon her now if you want.
What is Agres doing? Is he still purple?
I'm waiting to see what you guys do. You said you're going to attack her. The surrendered, right, Inkala?
I'm going to. You are not going to kill an unarmed, surrendered enemy.
Do you have the time to
Doesn't
say
Humak
that?
say that you do not tolerate assassins of any form and kill them all? This is against Humak. They can't.
Well, he's accepted her surrender.
Yeah.
She's surrendered comprehensively and completely.
I'm a Stormbolt. I'm not going to accept that. I'm in a rage.
It would also not be my decision to make. Argrath is the one who has been offended by their tactics. If he wants to kill her, that's his choice. It's not mine. I'm the bodyguard.
Well, you're going to have to do a really quick orate because I'm not...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In that case, you might as well take an attack because I have nothing.
But.
Completely
Linda,
out of
make
the
an
question.
attack.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's just a special, but it's 0-6.
Excellent. Well, roll double damage to somebody who will not parry and cannot dodge.
I rolled 2 1s for my first 2 d6s. Yeah, nice. Oh, that was a 6. That's how they behave. And a 5. Okay, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 plus 4. Okay, 21. In.
That's enough to kill her.
12. Yeah. And it was even
Good
a
clean.
chest. It was a chest. Yeah.
Claudia, I'm going to let you cast Summon Dead whenever you want, but I want to deal with what happens for the rest of them. Argrath curses and says curses it and says his waiting has been wasted on these useless assassins, and he's just furious about this. He demands for his cons to be called to his tent. He's not speaking to any of you. He's just demanding the cons be kept, be summoned. And he says, tomorrow, assault the city. Let no lunar alive.
Music to my ears. Yes.
And he's paying no attention to you all. But he seems extremely pissed off at this. And to the extent he tells anybody anything, he says that he used the left hand when he was not ready, and it is now he has wasted it.
Oh God.
And he will dismiss everybody from his tent.
Probably just the best, just to get dismissed.
Yeah, we'll leave.
Are you okay, Coltrast?
No. Just managed to hack off one arm of an enemy almost, but no.
Well, I appreciate your help.
Not well at all. In fact, it was going really well until I went into the tent, and it all started going downhill very quickly.
Well, we got to learn better of how they get in the tent. Let's not get in the tent.
Yeah.
I think
Claudia, you could cast, now might be a good time to cast Summon Ghost. The bodies are just basically dumped out of Argrath's tent. He tells you to get rid of them.
Okay.
Me?
So
Yeah, he tells Gina, get rid of these corpses.
Problem.
is-
So I can torture a ghost.
Okay, I'm going to let you torture the ghost. I'm also going to let you overhear the rest of his orders to the proxy and cons, which are, order number 1 is leave no lunar alive in the city. And number 2 is, I want one brought back to me. Bring me Gim the Grim alive.
Okay.
But that's
what do
not
you-
given an order to you. That's an order to the cons.
Yeah, but I'm in the moment. Why shall I then use my runes points to torture the ghost? For what?
you can find out who paid them and where they are.
Yeah.
Is it worse?
Or just for revenge. I don't know.
They didn't hurt me.
Oh, well, in that case.
They only maimed your friend and stabbed and
I'm not really convinced we're her friends. We're just not ghosts that she's going to torture yet. I think she's that one who summoned your raven. It's got to be the case.
The
I'm
thing
just
is,
seeing it.
as you see, I can torch the ghost, and they will tell me something. But we're going in there tomorrow and kill all the lunars. So why should I do that? I mean,
Well, you could find out where their headquarters or some places where there's some good loot.
Oh,
yeah, but if we
where the
kill
loot
everybody,
is,
then sorry.
That's a brilliant idea. Ask them where the best loot is.
Loot. Where the best graveyard is.
No, loot. Like, where do they keep gold?
Where they bury their dead.
No, that's not. Do they
Yes,
bury
that's a
them
good.
with?
That's a good question.
Do they bury them with gold?
I summon dead.
all right, you summon the ghost of one of the 3 dead.
Yeah, the
Black
one who's
Fangs.
looking smartest.
Well, you mean the one? What? The one with the maimed leg? The one with the giant chest wound, or the one that was hacked into bits by Nisk, who managed to discombobulate her left leg, her right leg, and then something else.
Well, Cobras did the arm. I got the other arm. So,
I use the one which is still most intact.
That was the one that Garen fought.
Okay.
And then
So I'm spending my room point. Do I have to roll my dice?
No, I'll let you cast that. All right, a ghost has been summoned. Her ghost has been summoned. And she seems, she asks where she is.
In my hands. I'm the one who is able to put you to rest or not. So that's the reason why you have to answer me questions.
All right. Do you have any room points left?
This spell costed me 1 room point, so I have now 1 room point left.
Okay. This spell summons her ghost. It doesn't force her to answer your questions, but
I know, that's the reason why I try not to use another room point, and I try to intimidate her with my horn of intimidation.
Okay. Use your horn of intimidation.
Yes.
So you're going to intimidate this dead spirit.
Yes, and if it does not work, I can still use another room point. So I have 25 plus the 20, 45 on intimidation with my horn of intimidation.
Now, you have not used an augment this entire evening, have you, Claudia?
No, but I do not need it.
Okay.
I succeeded.
All right, what's your question?
How many questions do I have?
Basically, as long as the spell is going.
Okay, where do you bury most of your dead?
The Black Fang. The Black Fang claims our spirits for his own. We do not need to be buried or cremated. We are not cowards. We
Oh yes, you
face
do,
death.
because otherwise I play around with you. So as you can see, however, where is your Black Fang headquarters?
Quarters?
Okay, that was not a question I was expecting. It is, our temple is in the rubble in Manside.
Okay, how many are of your clan or of your group or whatever you call yourself, your fangy thingies?
My, I am, let me see what the answer to that is.
He's stalling time.
No, you're asking a GM all sorts of questions that I was, this is not exactly what I expected to be answered, but what the heck. Give me a moment. I believe the answer is there are 300 followers of the Black Fang.
Okay, who is your direct master, or who was your direct master? The name, please.
He has no name.
Yeah, your direct master.
It is the cowled one.
The coward one.
Cowled, wrapped in a cowl. The cowled one.
Okay, and why were you sent here?
The cowled one ordered that that we kill the white bull.
And if you cannot kill the white bull,
then we must die.
But why did one of your people actually lay down their weapon?
He is a coward.
Surrender.
She was a coward.
She was a coward. So the Black Fangs are all cowards. So
her faith was not strong enough.
Okay. So any other question I should ask?
You could ask what's special. We've got the items, so we'll find out what they are. Maybe there's something useful, considering they're super powerful.
So is there something super powerful?
You can ask what magic did you have for the mission, and what are you carrying?
What were your spells you were provided with? Were your daggers with? Did your daggers had some poison on them? And
the daggers were given. The daggers were given to us by our client.
Your client. Who was your client?
Whoever paid the cowled one.
And who paid?
I do not know for certain.
Then tell me what you don't know for certain.
We would suspect that it was the lunars within the city that hired us to kill the white bull.
And where do the lunars in the city have their graveyard?
You are rather OCD about it. Like everybody else in Pavis, there is a necropolis where they bury their dead outside of the city walls.
Is it on this side or on the other side?
Inside the big rubble.
Oh, that's the other side. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Anything of you? What is? I mean, see here all the dead of your friends. So, did they had any magical items with them?
These swords that were given to us by our client.
What magic do they have?
They said that these daggers might cut through the White Bull's defenses.
Okay, and how did you got invisible?
The Black Fang knows how to distract onlookers.
And do the Black Fang usually works during the night or also during the day?
The Black Fang strikes from within the shadows.
Okay.
And the Black Fang will avenge. We will be avenged. And at this point, I would say your spell has probably run its course.
Okay, I dismiss the spirit.
All right. So with that, you all have spent the entire day yesterday fighting and have been up the entire night fighting. You all are pretty tired. And Argrath there is no nice words from Argrath after this. This whole thing seems to have him very, very pissed off.
Stay away. Time to go
In
wandering.
this session, we've managed to piss off Argrath and a sect of invisible assassins.
Going well. Going well.
I think this is a good wrap-up point, don't you guys think? There's a third act for this little arc, which I would like to do at the next session. But okay. I hope everybody had a fun time today. Colbrath, the one thing that probably is worth mentioning to you is you can find a Shalana Arroy cultist who is able to regrow your arm. So it is, you are not screwed, but it will not regrow before tomorrow's attack on the city.
Well, I didn't actually think it would, so that's okay.
But there are regrowth spells, so don't worry. Nobody is out of this. And Argrath is pissed, but he doesn't seem so pissed that he's going to have any of you guys killed or exiled over this.
Just in the first row for the attack tomorrow, probably. But.
So with that, I would like to say thank you guys, and let's plan another session.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.